This city has stories, and so do we. It's not just a podcast, it's a movement. Real stories, real people, real purpose. Real purpose. Pull up a seat, get comfortable. Let's talk purpose, pain, growth, and everything in between. From the heart of Atlanta to wherever you are, welcome to Stool Talk. Let's walk it out in purpose together. So today with us on Stool Talk, we're honored to have a special guest. Here on Stool Talk, we walk in our purpose on purpose, and today's guest is definitely doing that. I have the honor of sitting down with a man whose impact reaches beyond the realm of fashion and athletics. After navigating deep personal pain, he channeled the experience into purpose, building a thriving apparel line that now commands attention from across the globe. But what sets him apart isn't just his success and his brand, it's his heart, it's his faith. A man unwaveringly faith, a mentor, a coach, one who is a selfless leader. He pours into the lives of a lot of people, especially the young men, intentionally, with love, showing a heart after God. His story is one of resilience, purpose, and service. And today we get to hear it firsthand. Who do we have with us today? Introduce yourself.
Man, my name is Fobb. I'm an educator, assistant boys basketball coach at Pepperbrook. I'm also the founder of the Anthony Lawrence Collection and the Anthony Lawrence Collection store, which is located in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Yeah, definitely. So how was it a short thing you growing up? Did you have any inspiration of being into sports, being into fashion as you were younger?
Fashion, not really, but sports, yeah, man. I loved, my first love was baseball, actually. A lot of people don't know I actually played baseball in college and never played past 12 years old.
Wow.
That's how talented I was at that sport. But basketball, once I tore my finger playing baseball at a young age, basketball became my passion. So that's what I stuck with and fell in love with the game and the competitiveness, and it just went from there. I was just fortunate enough to get a scholarship to play basketball. I played at Wiley College for 2 years, HBCU in Marshall, Texas. And then I played my last 2 years at East Texas Baptist, which was the crosstown rivalry of that school. So that was crazy. But coming out of high school, I had interest in a lot of what they call now Power Five conferences. I just took a different route for whatever reason that was.
Yeah. Did you go to Southern?
Yes, I went to Southern. I got my master's from Southern. I went to Southern from after my basketball career, and I graduated undergrad. I
Yeah.
went to Southern University.
What pursued you to even go after a master's, or to just know I graduated, but it's more, I want more? Is it something you've seen? Is it something that pushed you to urge you to want more, whether just to graduate and just be like, okay, what do I do now? How did that look for you?
Man, to be honest with you, when you hear people say that if you show me a circle, I'll show you your future. That was definitely for me, man. And a lot of people don't know one of my best friends is George Foreman Jr.
Wow.
Um, I used to live on that ranch while in college with him. So when he graduated, I think 2 years before me, and he got his master's. Then I had another great friend named George Davis that worked with Kendrick Perkins, and he got his master's. And I saw those two guys go on and get their masters, and we was real close. And I didn't want to be the odd one out the bunch, so I just had to put my foot forward and gut it out.
Yeah. How did your time at Southern shape you to who you are today? Did that like add the finishing touches on already the man that you were are or even becoming?
Man, attending Southern really just took me to another level because a lot of people don't understand. Like, I went to one HBCU, but it wasn't Southern. Like, Southern, man, really gives you that motivation, and it helps you. Uh, it really shows you details on what you could become, and you can achieve anything you want. When I went, my time there, man, I had instructors that knew me from when I was a kid that that really wanted to see me finish the program. Um, so like for is meeting people, the goal, I mean the passion to finish what you started, man, Southern is a big part of what you see today.
Yeah. And what inspired you to start the Anthony Lawrence collection, and what does the brand represent to you personally?
What inspired me, man, I actually started as like a everyday wear brand. Russell Simmons at the time was one of my biggest guys that I looked up to for his fashion, and he had Fat Form at the time. And I just thought to not to piggyback off that, but I looked at fashion as where it wasn't a brand that actually where you could wear to work and go to school in. I mean, not go to school, but like leave work and just go to happy hour and do different things in without changing clothes at the time. So that's why my main slogan is the epitome of every lifestyle. So I wanted to create a brand that that did that. And I think that's what I was able to do with the Anthony Lawrence collection when I first released it back in 2006. I was working at Foot Locker at the time. I had a best friend that was working at Dillard's, and man, at every break, I would go to Dillard's and we would just hang out in Ralph Lauren and ask people why they love Ralph Lauren. If you pay attention, man, Ralph Lauren started with neckties. A lot of people don't know, man, it's the same shirt with just a different color horse. And the world love it. And so I wanted to know what was it about it. And 85% of the people that answered me said the quality in the clothing. It was timeless. It never went out of style, no matter what came out. And that was one of the things when I started my brand that I wanted to focus on.
Yeah. And what makes you be so into the detail, and not most people sell stuff just for the money, the price, but you actually care about the quality of the material and the people who wear it and your brand in itself? What makes you not do it for other reasons, but do it for the love and do it for the way you do it?
Because I mean, I've just been fortunate enough to be in rooms and listen to people on what they like for us in different things and go beyond clothing. And a lot of people love details. I like to focus on the details because that separates um, a lot of things in life. Details to be successful in sports, got to pay attention to the details. To be successful in life, you got to really pay attention to the details. So why not the same thing in fashion? And the quality, that's what people spend their hard earned money. They want good stuff. That's why everybody don't wear certain brands, and certain brands stand out for certain people because it's the quality that they trust that brand.
Yeah. What this is what I wanted to ask you. How do you find balance in doing that with the clothing line, coach, and being a mentor of men, boys, like traveling, like you have a game and have to go out of town and be back to practice, still giving it your all, but you still humble and you still give it your all, wherever platform you're on or whoever you're around. How do you find balance like that?
Man, God, prayer, and I get my rest, man. A lot of people don't understand. I'm in bed by 6:30. Uh, I'm up by 2:30, 3:30 to get a workout in to what I'm saying, whatever to keep me going. But I just been fortunate enough, man, to work with good people that understood what I had going on outside of the main job, but I also keep my main job my main job.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I know that's probably gonna come to an end because I got to focus more on what my vision and what I created. But I just been fortunate enough, man, to really have some great supervisors from Coach Wash on down, man. They just really understood. They backed me. And when I'm in the zone with them, they already know, man. They don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah. What were some of the challenges you faced with launching a brand, and how did you overcome them?
The word no, you have to be acceptable to people telling you no, because a lot of people um, they don't want to trust new brands. They don't. It's not their vision. It's your vision. So they really don't understand it. And then a lot of people just don't want you in their space. For whatever reason, man, you just have to stay rooted, stay grounded, trust what you built. Um, is is what you see it. The thing is, do people have the patience and the time to see it through? You know what I'm saying? It's easy to start something and then quit it. I heard every time I say most people problems is they start stuff, they quit it. They start stuff, they quit it. And that's one thing I didn't want to do with my brand. It was just when I decided to do it, I knew I was gonna go all in with it because I was never my grandfather, my grandparents, they didn't raise me. Once I start stuff, I want to see it through.
Yeah, definitely. Who is the dream client that you want to see wearing your apparel? Have you already seen it, and are you looking to do collaborations, or what's the dream collaboration for you?
Man, everything I've done this for, man, has been a dream. Because to be honest with you, I'll be honest with you, I never envisioned um, it'll be where it is today based off where I started. It's funny because, like I say, George Foreman Jr. He calls me all the time, and tells me how proud I am and where I started from because he saw it from the ground up.
Yeah,
Um, but to answer that question, the dream collab would be with either Brand Jordan or Nike. That would be my dream collab. Or Van, the
yeah.
shoe brand Van. Them two would be my dream collab. And what else did you ask?
Just no, you answered both of them. That was it.
That was for as branding collab wise. Personal wise, man, I don't know because I've worked with people that haven't wore my brand, but I've worked with them to help them design something
Yeah,
or work on something. So mm, the ideal one would probably be fashion wise, would be probably Jay-Z or Drake or somebody like that.
yeah. So what allowed you to know that you could do the brand and still give it your all and coach at the same time? Did you battle with going back and forth? Did you feel like you could do it, or was that even a struggle?
No, 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 no. That's never been a struggle because I like to teach the game of basketball. I coached football before too, and to be honest with you, I probably was a better football coach than basketball coach. And you probably find that hard to believe, but the thing with football is it's too much time, man. That like they try to make it bigger than what it is. I mean, they try to what's the word I'm looking for? Make it harder than what it is. And football to me, it don't take all that, but I still like to watch it. But nah, man, I never struggle with both of them because they kind of intertwine. I could wear my branding coach. You know what I'm saying? And if you winning with the brand on, it just make it even better.
Yeah. How has the coaching shaped your leadership style both in sports and business?
Um, by just not leading by example, man. You get to go in and teach these young men, these young ladies, the game of basketball, but also show them his life outside of basketball, and vice versa. When I'm going into the business, it's competitiveness. It's so that side of basketball. I'm trying to win when I walk in every room. I'm going in every deal. I'm looking for an edge. I'm looking for something different. I'm looking a way to win. So basketball, sports, period. That helps me in both my business and of course in basketball.
Yeah. And one thing I love about y'all as coaches being around the program, y'all actually teach. If it take a couple extra minutes or time, y'all teaching it to let them see what they need to do and why y'all telling them what y'all telling them. Getting mad or not, y'all still walking to them, y'all teaching them, and y'all building characters of young men. What's one lesson that you try to instill in your players beyond the game of basketball?
Man, that's a lot of lessons, but I think my main lesson would be is to compete. I mean, in life, in the classroom, and when I say compete, it ain't always about you against another person, but it's just you not letting yourself be relaxed. At any given day, it could be all taken away. So give 100% and just compete, win the day. That's one of my mottos. Just if you could just win the day, just keep stacking the wins up, and everything else will happen.
Yeah. What does faith mean to you, and how has your faith helped you in your decision and coaching and even with business?
Faith means to me, man, is just believing in something, knowing that it'll happen. You don't know the time, you don't know when, but it will happen. And business it's helped me a lot, bro, because sometimes that's all I've had is faith. It be days and times. I ain't gonna lie, I just be wanting to be like, bro, look, I could save a lot of money if I just close this business or stop doing this. But it's somebody watching me that need me to keep going, so I keep going. Um, I may never meet the person, but hey,
Yeah.
my goal is to inspire them. So if I can do that, but if I quit, they're gonna be like, "Oh, Coach Fobb quit," and that's one thing I never want nobody around me to really to see at all because I just don't want to. I just don't quit. Uh, that's easy to do.
Yeah.
For
And
as
what
for as for as basketball, man, it you need some faith dealing with some of these kids these days, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, and one thing I love that was an eye opener that I seen immediately the impact when you go to them surprise visits or you pop up with your collection and you know it's personal. Some of them you just giving them some of their brain stuff, but some of them is personally fit to the team, the player, or whatever. Their face, how they light up when they look at it, when they put it on, and you know just the emotion. Like you can't get that with some business owners or people that created the brand. You barely see them. You're hand to hand, and sometimes the impact that make knowing that you were thinking about them or you wanted to just bless them. I think the girls was in the tournament or something at the HBCU, and you went up there and dropped them off some stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did it for
they
Southern
looked
and
like Christmas. Like all of them looked like they were little kids on Christmas
yeah,
opening the stuff. And I'm like, man, that's making an impact. Not only is they happy they got something, but the quality and to see that somebody caring, like you said, is doing more than just them wearing something. It's touching them. It's letting them see stuff, and it's a blessing to them because you pouring into your brand, and God is gonna bless you for what you're doing. Not even purpose, not even intentionally. You just doing it because that's on your heart, and you doing it because that's you, that's your character. So that makes your brand and even you as a business owner even stands out even much more.
correct.
Yeah. What is one thing that you feel like you can get better at with your brand? Or do you feel like it's
Man, it's a lot, bro. I'll be honest. It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff I know I can get better with. I know one thing is my patience. My patience in getting stuff done and wanting stuff done. That can be a lot better. But that would be the main thing I would say is patience.
yeah. What advice would you give a young person who wants to pursue multiple passions like you have?
Man, just know what you want to do and have people in your corner that's going to support it. That's the main thing. You have to have people in your corner, not to just agree with everything, but to know where you want to go and give you that support when you need it, and even when you don't need it, they still there for you.
Yeah.
So your circle. I mean, it don't have to be no big circle. It could just be a small circle.
Yeah. What legacy do you want to leave behind in the business, the brand world, and even coaching? The legacy, even at Pebblebrook.
Um, that I cared.
Yeah.
I cared not just about myself, about other people. Um, Not so much care what people think, but care how I impacted their life. That I added something, that I was an asset, not just a liability.
Yeah. Whose idea is it that y'all be looking the way y'all look on the sideline, like y'all coordinated, y'all matching, y'all like each game, it's like y'all out there, look
Man,
from the
I'll
shoes
be
from the
honest.
head on up.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm an all black guy, so if it's, I don't, me, I like because it's business to me.
Yeah, yeah,
All black,
yeah,
everything. But it depends on where we going and what the event is that we're playing in. We pretty much Coach Wash and I get together, see what we have, or whatever Nike at the time give us. Do we have to wear certain stuff? But that's mainly it.
Yeah. What's that one outfit that makes you feel unstoppable?
All black, all black on black.
Um, and you spoken about navigating pain in personal life. What helps you keep going even when you feel heavy and broken?
Knowing where I came from and everything I sacrificed to get where I'm at. And I still got a long way to go. So that's what keep me going, and my faith. My favorite story in the Bible is Job. No matter what happened to Job, he never turned his back on God. So that's my favorite story of the Bible. And so that's what helped me keep going. No matter what, I'm gonna keep going. I have to keep going. You know what I'm saying? My parents was my mom was murdered when I was 8. Dad died when I was 17. I mean, what the worst that could happen? Um, so it ain't really much more of that bad that could happen to me. So everything has to go up from there.
Yeah. When you were young, after that situation happened, did you have faith or did you believe in God? Did you ask God why or like what helped you get through those times, or did it was just trial and error that helped you?
I'm still not. I'm still not through it and past it because I mean I've never had my mom to tell me how I'm supposed to treat a girl or what girls like and what girls don't dislike. I mean, I had my grandmother and my sisters and cousins and all them, but it's not the same as your mom. You know what I mean? Um, Dad never got to see me play college basketball, different things like that. So it's different situations, man. Like I say, I just hang my hat on my family and my faith. F and F.
Yeah, and one thing I like about you, you speaking on it. You ain't just harboring and letting it be in the inside. Most young people struggle with depression or have situations where they going through it where you can relate or your story speaks out to where it's helping them. What advice would you give someone who feels like they stuck in a dark place with no way out?
Bruh, you got to talk to somebody. Um, Talk to someone, pray, believe in your faith, whatever it is. But you have to talk to someone. It took me the longest to reach out to talk to somebody. They wanted to put me on medication. I wasn't going for that. But you have to talk and you have to deal with the trauma. That's the only way it'll happen. And the trauma never goes away. Like people could tell you this and tell you that, but losing the parents at a young age and that's something that never goes away.
Yeah. And how are you continually to channel your struggles from the past? What are you with faith and what should a youngster be able to know maybe if they don't have nobody around and they haven't got to that step where somebody's giving them the advice, what would you tell them to do to channel their inner self to be able to get through it and not just give up?
Keep going, keep going, man. The sun got to shine one day,
Yes.
and that one day it shine, man. It might change your life. But if
Yeah.
you go back and sit down, you never gonna get to where you trying to go. Nobody's gonna feel sorry for you in this life. That's just the way life is. You just got to keep going. That's what I tell myself, man. Keep going.
Yeah. What practical steps help you in maintaining the weight of the depression? Is it prayer, journaling, therapy, fitness, different things that you enjoy?
Yeah, for me, man, it's golf, training, and I like to ride my bike. And I pray, and then different types of music, man. Like I love country music. People would be surprised. So that helps me out a lot, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And then like, you know how people look at social media, they comparing is a thief of joy. Like they comparing their life or some people not telling how their life is because they're scared, they're ashamed, or they don't know it. So in the world they glorify perfection or you gotta be this, you gotta be that. It's filters. How do you encourage the youth to embrace their real stories, including the painful parts? Like it's okay to talk to somebody about it. It's okay to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, do it to help. Do it to help someone under you. Don't do it for attention. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, they try to do it for attention, and that's what they're seeking. They're seeking a lot of attention. Nah, do it to help someone. Do it to help yourself. You talking about it may help you. And everything though doesn't have to go on social media. You don't have to let everybody know you're in therapy or you're going to talk to somebody or it has to be recorded and then edited. Nah, you don't have to do all that. Just do what's best. Find what works for you and just do it. Do what works for you.
Yeah. From your experience as a coach and a leader, what are the top three things young Hoopers should be focused on and off the court?
Fundamentals, faith, fundamentals, and family.
Three F's, yeah. What do you feel
That's
like
what I would say.
what do you feel like the state of basketball is right now, and what are the ways that we can help better the game and even the athlete?
Have to get away from the social media frenzy. Because if you look at social media, everybody a pro, nobody miss, and it's just at a bad place. It just put basketball in a bad place. If you know what I mean. Um, Basketball where it is right now, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's not in a good place. These young kids, they don't know how to play. And when I say they don't know how to play, I mean it's just whoever the most athletic they think is the most dominant. They don't understand moving the ball, playing without the basketball, defending. Like the fundamentals of the basketball is really diminished, but it's up to coaches and coaches like myself to try to bring it back to where we can have a good product on the floor.
Yeah. Skill wise, what do you think is most overlooked by young athletes who want to play at the next level?
Footwork and passing.
Yeah, definitely. How important do you think mental toughness is in basketball, and how can young players start to develop that? They might come from programs where coaches allow them to do whatever because they're the best, they're the most athletic, but to be around grounded programs and coaches that really coach, what's ways that they can help strengthen their mental toughness?
And you have to let me personally, you have to let the kids figure it out. Nowadays, if you put kids in a mental tough situation, like say if you bench a kid because he didn't do this or he broke a rule and you bitching the kid or something not going his way and you get on them and discipline them, they ready to leave.
Yeah,
They're like kids and parents these days have to understand discipline is not disrespect. I mean that's where you build your mental toughness. Is now is if something don't go your way, boom, I'm gone.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So that's how you develop your mental toughness by going through adversity, by by not putting yourself, but figuring a way out of situations that you're not used to. Something not going your way on a basketball court. Okay, you're not making shots, but what else can you do? Can you go rebound? Can you defend? Can you talk? Can you communicate? There's other ways to be effective on the basketball floor than putting the ball in the hole. And I don't think that's understood these days.
yeah.
And all that's
And
part of being mental tough.
yeah, definitely, definitely. You've been around some great basketball players over your years. You've seen them. What do you think separates a good player from a great one?
Mental toughness.
Okay.
Mental toughness. That's the thing. Because you got to think about it. So we just completed the EYBL session just got over. We was 2 weeks in Augusta. The best teams didn't win the Peach Jam. The teams that had the mental tough players that was able to stay in Augusta for 2 weeks and be mentally tough by taking care of their bodies, doing what they're supposed to do, eating the right way, just focusing on basketball. That's who won. That's who advanced. I mean, it's simple. Like a lot of people think the most talented person always makes it. Yeah, yeah, some of them do, but the most mental tough kids are the ones that make it. And when I say mental tough, I mean I'm gonna get like, okay, it's Thanksgiving. I'm gonna eat and then I'm going to the gym. That's
Yeah.
it. Because that's what they want to do. And I've had players like that. And now they're in the league. Tyrese Max, I tell people all the time. And when I was in Dallas with him, that was his thing.
So you got to see him at a young age?
Yeah, I helped train Tyrese with my friend Rob Clark, who's now in Indiana. And I tell everybody all the time, like Rob used to put him through drills, and it would be like like he'd have to shoot a whole quarter, and dude would run. He would probably in 8 minutes he would probably miss 10 shots.
Wow.
Like he was different, bro. Like he was different. Casey Wallace was another one. He was very different. Like them kid, Keontae George was another one. They different. They just different kids, man, that knew basketball is what they wanted to do.
Yeah. When you was talking about the AU the league down in Augustus, do you feel like that the bubble championship that people saying that the Lakers won, being that all that stuff is what they said, they was different, they wanted it, they stayed, they was more together. Do you feel like there still should be an asterisk, or do you feel like that one was more challenging because of the situation?
And I don't know, because I don't even know what all went into the bubble. I mean, they say the fans played a different home court and all that. I don't know. Asterisk by it, you can say that, but they won it. All the other teams had the same opportunity, so it is what it is.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to this season coming up with your Pepperbrook squad?
To just get better and finish the deal that finish the business that we started last year. To be the last team playing, and then after that be the team that walks off as a champion. I think this year we have the talent to do that. It's a matter of if the kids want to be focused. All of them had big summers. So now we're gonna have to reel them all back in and get them back to the Pepperbrook way because hey, yeah, I
That was
mean
my next question.
that is what it is. Like you got to let them
Bad
enjoy the
habits, all
summer, and
that. Y'all
then
ain't going for none of that.
yeah,
So
all
let
that
me
don't.
ask you this, Coach. How is it the players that's with you over the summer that go back to their programs with what you taught? Like they gonna be cool, but they gonna be like, dang, this ain't like we was with Coach. Like, do you get
That's
that?
one thing with me, man. And you can ask my team. You can ask the players I coach. I had freshmen this year, bro. I always told them my job is to send you back better than what you came. And the entire summer, man, my whole entire focus was on defense. Like I never care. You could come across half court and shoot it. I wouldn't get mad. It wasn't a good decision. I'll let you know it wasn't a good decision. But you gonna defend, and that's what I hung my hat on this summer, and it helped us advance the Peach Jam. We had in 15U, we had one of the top five defensive teams in the whole summer. I don't think no team scored over 60 points on us. But then when they did, them the games we lost, so we had to find another way to win it. But I mean that's the thing, and that's what I told them. I told them, bro, if you're fortunate enough to go to college and the way this thing going, you're not going to be an offensive player. You're going to get on the court by playing defense. So you might as well start now.
Yeah, definitely. And before we go on, can you give words of encouragement to the youth?
Yeah, man. Anybody that's watching this or will watch it, just man, keep your eyes on God. Just focus, be determined, and keep going no matter what's going on in your life, man. Just keep going. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna try to stop you, but if you stop, then hey, you're never going to get to where you want to go. So my thing is just keep going.
Yeah. And Coach Fobb, we're spotlighting you for all your hard work with the young men on the court and fashion in your life, what you do, all the people that you come across. May God continue to give you favor in your business and your coaching and your life. May He continue to put you around all the people that needs to be around you that will be impacted by your story, your brand, or even your coaching. And may you just continue to just be blessed. And may God just watch over you and just give you abundance of blessing in this upcoming season.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me.
Yup, yup. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only Coach DeFron Fobb.
Have a good one. Peace.